All right. Hello, 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 hello. So tonight's episode of Rise and Vibes is not sponsored. However, if you would like to sponsor an episode of Rise and Vibes, feel free to do so by reaching out to me via the Rise and Vibes website, clicking on the link in my bio and sending information, or sending me a DM, and I'll be happy to speak with you about it. So tonight's guest is Ezzy Money. And of course, you guys know this for quite some time now. And I think this is probably only be maybe our second interview. Hey,
It was supposed to be easy, motherfucking money, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I just said it.
so easy. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk to us and let us get in your business for a minute.
Let go. Ready. Let
All
go.
right. So what I do is I start off with one of my questions and then I'll start get right into the fans questions, okay?
All
All
right.
right. Right. So tell us how you got started being into cars and racing.
So my daddy probably had over 50 cars before I
50?
was able to drive.
Wow.
So yeah, and then I got four brothers. I'm the youngest out of five boys. So it's like I seen like all my brothers had a different taste. My dad had his taste. My granddaddies had their taste. So it was just like I tried to take everybody's taste and put it in one.
Okay.
Yep.
So the first question, of course, should we get right into the most asked question, or should we just stall them out?
You can stall them out.
Okay.
I don't know. It's your show. We ride
Okay.
with you. I'm easy riding with you.
All right. You riding and vibing. Okay. So one question that a lot of fans had was, do you ever plan on doing another remix or a remix to Big Pressure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm glad you asked that. So the reason I haven't been pushing my music like that, like I should have, because I got a lawsuit going with the distribution company that was distributing my music. Like my little baby song, my mulatto song, my little Boosie song, like all of that is wrapped up in a lawsuit right now. And um pretty much I don't have the back end that I had because like once I did the audit on them, like I seen they had, I mean, six figures, like a couple 100,000, that they got me out of. So it's like, damn. uh
Mm.
and then with it going on, it kind of leaves like a like a bad situation for the next distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? Because they know about it. They know it's in court, and it's just like, well, I don't want to. So that's what's going on with my music, and that's why I really haven't pushed nothing else. But soon as this lawsuit over, we got a documentary about to drop. We already got production deal with it, casting, like everything's already done for it, and I got the soundtrack to go with it.
Oh,
So I'm just pause.
okay. Just a brief hold. So that answered the next question that was asked as well. When you think you'll be dropping another single? So the answer to that is when the lawsuit is over.
Yep, yep.
So the most asked
Uh-oh.
question was
So let me turn my hat to the back.
about the infamous accident.
Mm.
So let me just tell you that accident was super okay. Well, we know you was in the car and it was super scary for you. But it was like when that accident happened, it was the accident heard all over the world. Like everybody was praying, everybody was holding their breath. Like it was really, really, really a scary time in big rim racing.
It was rough.
Yeah. Tell us tell us about it.
So, realistically, like, of course, when it happened, I didn't know why, how. I mean, the fucking car just literally just. I mean, like, I had the steering wheel in my hand. I know for a fact I had it in my hand, but the car just. It's like me holding the steering wheel wasn't reality. That motherfucker just drove on two wheels and just I mean going straight. Like my car always goes straight. Like always go straight. And motherfucker just like the race was over. Like the race was over. It's just I was still going so fast that that spot in the track I hit, like once I hit it, it just hydroplaned the car left. So once it started flipping, of course, in the beginning, my first reaction is, try to see can I steer. Then once I realize I'm on two wheels, I'm trying to pull the parachute and all this. Like uh, that don't happen. So I couldn't reach it because the car was flipping. So I mean, realistically, yeah, I did think I was dead. Like, why the motherfucker was slipping? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was I was going so fast. Everything was happening so fast. It was making so much noise and shit. It didn't seem like it was gonna stop. Like after the first two, three flips, it's like, damn, it's more. And it's just like I see stuff coming off the car, and it's just like, shit. I'm finna be. It's finna happen. Like it's shit in the car, but like, yeah, that's. And then once it stopped, I had a quick, shit, ain't no way. Like,
Right.
you know, and then
Right.
Primo came up and it was just like, man, get me out. And then they came up, ran him off. And everything happened really, 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 really fast.
Right.
Everything. Like, it took really me getting out the hospital and watching a lot of YouTube videos to kind of put it all together because I'm just like, man, I just remember the car like I didn't even remember it going on two wheels, hitting the wall. I ain't remember none of that. All I remember is the car flipping. That's all I remember. Like all of that happened so quick because the car actually went on two wheels, hit the wall, bounced off the wall, hit the back of Starmac car, and then went flipping on the guardrail. All of that happened that fucking fast. So yeah, it was. But
So
I mean,
then for you to end up being, we won't say minor injuries because we know you're still dealing with your hand, but for you not to be, excuse my French, fucked up bad. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, what was your thinking after the accident, after everything was over? Like, because we know you had to go to the hospital,
yeah.
but what was your thinking after that?
So I ain't gonna lie. I bought 747 2.0 in the hospital. But like once I got home and really seen how fucked up I was, like in the beginning, and I was like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna put a drive in it. But then as soon as I kind of started to heal, and they told me I'm gonna be able to use my hand again, because at first the first doctor was like, hey, yep, look, I saved your hand. You almost lost your fucking hand. You didn't want to sign the paperwork, but finally you did before you dozed off, and I fixed it. But the mobility in it, and the function, I doubt you ever had that. But you do have your hand, and I was just like, okay, like appreciate it, like fuck. So at that point, it was just like, well, I can't, what I'm saying? I got a robot hand, like it was stiff and hard, and. But once I started getting mobility, and I could drive my regular cars, hey, when we going with Don't Killer, ain't it ready? 747 down, but ain't Don't Killer ready. So, I mean, as soon as I realized I could get mobility again, I was ready to race again. Like, and it was a lot of publicity with that KP, like a lot. You had a lot of people that's like, oh, he's stupid. Like he got kids and you know he got a family and he worked for all this money. He got all this and he's just gonna go out here and fuck his life off or risk his life doing this shit. And it's just like, I had a lot a good 6 to 7 months, I was just almost completely down.
Right.
So shit, right here on this same couch.
Right.
Like I'm down and I'm sitting here and it's just like everybody except my kids was the ones that was like, nah. My mama, of course, my daddy, Hell, my daddy, he said it, so that's his favorite thing. You ought to just quit. Like, that's exactly how he said it. Like, I ain't finna sugarcoat the shit. Like, you ought to just quit. You're successful, and you done made it, and I just don't get why you just a speed demon. And my mama the same way. But then my daughter, at the time she was 11. My 11-year-old daughter looked me in my eyes and she said, "Well, I mean, it didn't like kill you or nothing. I mean, you okay? Like, you could do it again." She was like, "You okay? You good? You're okay, Sage?" And I'm like, "You really feel like that?" She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You got to keep doing it, because if you stop, then I ain't gonna want to do it." And that right there, that done it. I'm like, "Let's go." Like,
Pretty much saying, Daddy, you can't quit.
yeah, cause she like, if you quit, you ain't gonna care about it no more. So you ain't gonna want to take me to the track, and like, she already foreseeing that. So that just put me in a headspace like, well, damn. If you saying that, that means you've been sitting around already thinking like, damn, is this gonna make Daddy want to quit, or is like he gonna keep going? Cause if he quit, like, ain't no more junior dragster for me. So I was just like, yeah, like, nah, ain't no quitting. Like, my baby ain't gonna see that.
So did the accident bring you closer to your higher power?
It definitely did, um, because things just could have been a whole lot worse. Because how my hand got severed is because my window flew out. So when the car started flipping, I don't know, we still don't know what made that happen, but the whole window flew out the car like my tuner found it in one complete piece. It wasn't even broke. It just flew out. So when it flew out, wasn't nothing there to save my hand. So it's just like, man, that could have just went so many different. Like, I was completely exposed. Like, yeah, I'm in the seat belt, but I'm exposed. You know what I'm saying? So if it flip on any object, or like, it's Final Destination.
Right, right.
So it's, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I realized, I mean, I saw the accident, and I don't know if I realized the severity until I saw the car leaving on the record. When I saw the car leaving on the record, I was like, boy, God had him in the palm of his hand. Because when that car was leaving on that record, I was like, oh my God, that.
And and the answer is, like, to give you a great detailed answer on your question. The reason I say I feel like I did is because I gave up. And see, I didn't even understand all of that until like later on, and having to think back and saying like, I had said it like when it was flipping. I'm like, damn, I just died in my car. I gave up, but it wasn't nowhere near over. Yeah, I'm going through a very tragic time, and it seemed like death is near, but shit, until it's there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to have faith. So it's like, that ain't making me live on the edge now. I don't feel like I'm immortal or no shit like that. Like, I ain't finna say that, but at the same time, it's just like, it's just more more safety measures. You know what I'm saying? More careful. You know what I'm saying? Anything I could do to just be more safe. Like, and it's just all it is to it. Like, I sit in this goddamn house and watch all the worst wrecks in drag racing the whole time I was down. And my people used to be over here like, bro, you can sit here and watch this shit. And I'm like, yeah, like, I want to see how, when they had their wreck, how they family ran up to them and how they reacted. I want to hear their story, like how they recovered, how they reacted. Like, 'cause some of them people went through like some of the same similar stuff I went through. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I wanted help mentally, physically, all the way around. Like, so it, it was me and Big Rim Racing, but I'm just one of them in drag racing.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
So what was the when you finally got semi-healed and decided you were going to get back in the car, what was the conversation your wife, I can only imagine what she said? What was her reaction?
Um. Well, I ain't married.
Okay, my bad.
Then
My well. The lady in your life. What was
Yeah,
her?
and actually, actually, I went through the accident without that. I did have a friend, great friends around, but
Mhm.
I went through that single. So um, I had a lot of different opinions for that reason because there was a lot of help. There was a lot of people around, like all of my close cousins, close friends, like everybody was around, and like yeah, nobody really wanted me to get back in the car. And it wasn't because of even scared of the wreck. It's just the truth came out about how some of them always felt anyway. Like, well, I ain't never think you should have been driving that motherfucker anyway. Like, I mean, you can easily have you a driver. Like, you could just be on FaceTime sometime and watch it. You ain't even got to be there. And it's like, that ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, letting a man fuck your girl sometime and you sit there and watch. Like, that ain't happening.
Right.
I I built this car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what's going on with it. I done told it to the shop 100 times. Somebody, no, I need them little few seconds of joy going down the track. I need that. And I need the money too, but the adrenaline rush and everything else that come with it, I need that.
Well, um, I will tell you this, Easy. Since you did the you kind of opened the door on that, and maybe I opened the door on that. There were several ladies in my DMs asking that very question if you were married. So you have already said that you are not married. So we don't
Wow.
have to go into any further detail with that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, don't send me them questions. Send the questions to him. His DM. Uh, okay, so we're gonna move on past that. Now, not only did you have that horrific accident, fast forward to what was it? Last month, you have another accident. And I was present for that accident. And,
Mm.
and I was like in my head, I really want to go slap him, but I just need to make sure he's okay.
You know,
What were you
uh,
thinking at that time?
so and this one I really was just like I was I was really upset. I ain't even gonna lie to you because I got out the gas and went back in the gas, and it's just like the drive shaft snapped, broke, and it was really like the same thing all over again, but this time like something broke, and it was just like, man, what the fuck? Like that's all as soon as the car started going, I was saying, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like that's what I was saying the whole time. And then as soon as it stopped, I'm really trying to see what happened. Cause I know, like, yeah, the weather had the track a little slick at the time, but I'm like, man, I got out the gas and went back in the gas. Like I done pedaled, had to drive through all type of like this ain't and when the drive shaft broke, I guess the car, the power was still trying to send through, and the drive shaft broke. So shit, it snatched the car. And I was fucking mad, KP. Shit, I'm still mad. Like, I mean, I'm still mad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm mad. I'm mad about that one. The first one, just like, damn, I could control this shit. It was an experience. Shit happened. I'm dealing with that. But this one was just like, man, I wasn't even going that fast.
Mhm.
Like, I ain't even get a chance to. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, wasn't no money on the line. Like,
Right.
Bruce had paid Punk out, and it's like, man, what the fuck? Like, I, I don't think that might be the first one in history here. Somebody wrecked and the other person paid Punk out. Shit, it's just crazy.
So you were mad, not scared.
I was mad as hell. I'm still mad.
So yeah, I won't lie. I was scared. I was like, oh man, here we go again. I can't do it. I can't do it
and don't
because
kill
I was
it. And don't kill it faster than 747.
really.
Hmm. Yes. I
Okay.
have been the same number and Don't Killer as I have in 747, and Don't Killer was just like on an A to B tune. I have yet to been able to turn the car up because, I broke axles on it just not too long ago, and we got the biggest axles we can buy. Like, not even supposed to be able to do that.
Mhm.
Like, I cracked them, split it, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to be on some Dunkzilla shit. Like, I'm gonna have to have other cars that I bring for these other tracks, but when it come to Don't Killer, it gotta be Valdosta, Orlando, you know, Steel. I mean, it gonna have to be a top track because it's just putting a lot of power down. And them little wiggles and waggles, you know,
Right.
sometimes you can't always play. That's just like Cad, for example. If his car would have went left instead of right,
Right.
would have been nothing he would have been able to do, and you know what I'm saying, he would have been in the same situation. It's just like we making some fucking power with these cars,
Right.
and to be on a hard tire. I said it last year, and everybody thought, oh, like I was scared of my car. I said that we needed to get on 24-inch slicks with the don'ts. Oh no, we start this on hard tire. Yeah, but you don't always be where you start, do you?
Right.
Like sometimes you gotta progress and do other shit. Like we making too much power, I feel like, for hard tires.
Right.
I feel like yeah, like we got them set up like drag cars, but how we having to run them is like no prep cars technically.
Right.
So fuck that. Like,
Yeah, because when y'all started out, they were really just fast street cars. Now
mm,
y'all got full out race cars.
on hard tires and a big ass 26-inch rim.
Right. Right.
Like it just, you know. All it's gonna take is for one bad one, and then everybody gonna, you know, cause yeah, some people can go down at different, but everybody gonna always have different tunes. So like, but everybody want to go fast at the end of the day,
Right.
and for us to be able to go to show our really potential, show our full potential in these don'ts, we're gonna have to get on 24-inch slicks.
Right. Because
Yeah.
not even just the dumps. All the cars are y'all got full out remember in Reynolds when Tony wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh yeah, with the
was
truck.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yep.
was crazy.
Yep.
Like I've been present for some bad accidents. I don't I don't wanna I don't wanna be present for somebody to get like hurt bad. You get what I'm saying? Not saying you weren't hurt bad, but you were able to walk away
Yeah.
intact. Like you wasn't on some type. You ain't look like the Elephant Man. We knew who you was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if we go to 24-inch slicks, they will see much better racing from the heavyweight don't races. I'm telling you. I'm talking about they will see don'ts go as fast as the G bodies. Like we could damn near run them G bodies. If we put 24-inch slicks, like we could damn near run with the G bodies. You seen what Bruce and Starmac got going on. I mean, that's not kind of sort of the same, but kind of sort of is. Like,
Um, who would you say in big rim racing is your biggest arch rival?
it's kind of, I had to sit down and add it up because I would. It's between Cad and Bruce.
Okay.
It's between Cad and Bruce, but I don't know for sure which one because we both done betted a lot of money, and we both done beat each other. So, but one thing I can say about both of them though, it's always good sportsmanship. Like, and they be willing to race, and like when Cad got his car together, he gonna race. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bet the money. Same thing
Right.
with Bruce, and it just be like we always now. Hey, now the person that I had the most shit about in a race, Granddaddy.
Yeah.
Granddaddy didn't like me beating him. He ain't like that shit.
Who do you like racing the most?
Ah, well, well, Damn, that's hard to say. Cause I mean, I get along so well with everybody. Like it's really hard to say. But now, like it'll be a lot of commotion when it be like me and Don't Master. Like, listen, me and Two Fly race has had more commotion, and we ain't never even raced. Never
That
raced.
promotion wasn't even by y'all.
That if Two Fly jump on here right now and say we locking in, man, Florida, it's gonna be like Florida against Georgia and Alabama.
Right.
It get crazy. So it be hard 'cause it get crazy.
Right. What was one race you won and you was like, oh man, I didn't think I won. I thought when the light came on, you was like, oh man, I just know they beat me.
Playboy. Playboy treated the fuck out of me in Georgia.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I ain't finna sit here and lie. Shit, I don't know. He treated the fuck out of me. And shit. Hey, I felt like I was pulling on him, but I thought I had ran out of real estate. And I literally thought I lost. And when I pulled back around to the ticket booth, I was looking all sad and shit. And the lady was like, why you looking like that? You won. I'm like, let me see the ticket. I'm like, oh shit. Hell yeah. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Shit. And he was hot. He was hot. Woo, my boy
So
was hot. And he was like, man, he only fucking won because I had to wiggle. Shit, man.
um who is your favorite person to watch race outside of, okay, we know you like to see your own races, but who is your favorite person to see race?
Bruce.
Really?
I love because he always underestimated.
Yes.
They always underestimate Bruce. You know what I'm saying? So when Bruce get that motherfucker together, and Bruce right before, like after the burnout box, when he purged the nitrous through that motherfucker, and it hit all cylinders, I be like, yeah, goddamn it. Like it just do something to me because it be like, man, send that motherfucker. Even if he races someone I like, or even if I'm sitting over there like. It just I know what it's supposed to sound like, and I might be done heard his problems early, and then now I hear, and I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker right now. So it's like even when I win, you ain't got no excuses, and then it's just like you want to see people program right, like so, yeah. Cause Bruce, he they be having problems, but they get that motherfucker to go down the track though.
Yeah.
So
And Bruce gonna race. He don't care. Bruce,
yeah, and then Big Low too. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Low very professional. He's professional. You know what I'm
what they
saying?
say, DNL is a
Yeah,
professional race team.
he's a professional race team. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Big Low. I like to see Big Low race. Then of course Don't Master, he gonna talk so much shit. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You ready? Man, you slow anyway. Shit. You ready? Come on, man. Yeah, shit and get man. Come on, man. We gonna go first. Shit. Come on, man. He talking so much shit.
Dump Master might be the only person that you beat him and he's still gonna call you slow.
Yeah. Oh, my belt came off, man. Shit, you gonna run that slow ass shit back. Shit. Motherfucking shit.
And speaking of Bruce, I think, and now you tell me if you agree, Bruce with DJ and Kev, he is raising some train killers.
DJ, uh, if Kev let DJ do driving and he can do like some tuning or something, like be a great assistant, and they don't bump heads about the driving, like they can
Mm-hmm.
really understand, like, okay, look, bro, you doing good at this, so you do this, and I'm gonna do this. They gonna be hard to fuck with,
Mm-hmm.
because most people like that bump heads about the driving because it'd be like, well, this is my car, and then it'd be, but when they so close like that, I feel like they can do it. It'd be kind of like two flying low. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to do that, but if you can just say that, just like at some point probably Two Fly had to tell Low, like, I can't do this bitch. I can't drive this motherfucker like you.
Right,
So I'm gonna bet the bag and you drive this motherfucker. It it
right.
it be hard to do that. It's hard. So If they get past that part right there, because DJ, I mean, he driving. He driving.
Listen, that was his first time the other week, right? Like at Hot Rod Show, right? He been practicing, but that was his first time like really driving. I was like,
Cause
I didn't know that was
he
different. I thought that was
he done lined
practicing.
me up before, like shit, a couple years ago, and I had seen him, and I personally went to him and told him, I was like, I want you to line me up, and he was like, me, yeah, I've been watching you. I want you to line me up, cause he had been lining Bruce up. But like, I've been paying attention already, so like he gonna be at his age and driving like he driving the power that he managing. Yeah, he he gonna be the one.
Y'all, I'm telling folks that and they ain't done nothing wrong by getting some young guys, raising them up to do this. They raising trained killers. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And and them boys is in their mid teens. By the time they get 20, 21, oh, it's gonna be
they're gonna
crazy.
be lit.
Oh, they say he raced last year at Larry's show. DJ, when I thought that was
Oh
Bruce
yeah, he
pulling
drove
off
that
in
purple
that car.
car. He was driving the purple car a few races. Now that I think about it, Pocket
I thought that was Bruce
change.
pulling off in the car the other day.
He had
That well, when we did a Hot Rod show.
because Pocket change is actually his car.
Hmm.
So he when it was purple with the that was him driving it. But Pocket change and topside different ball game. So still got you know what I'm saying. I give him his flowers.
Right.
What you dealing with at DJ age? Shit, 383.
383. You was stroking.
That's it. I ain't gonna lie. Times was different back then. If you had some type of power like that, boy, you had some coming up out the hood, like Eddie on the Family Matters with a blower on it or something.
Right. If you have not already build your dream car, what is your dream car to build?
Man, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. So my dream car was a 55 Bel Air or a 57 because
Okay.
my daddy had a couple of them, but he never had a convertible. So I always wanted a convertible, and then it's just like that's like the OG Chevelle or Bel Air, and I always felt like the Bel Air was just the most OG because it was the oldest. So I felt like that was the oldest OG type of style car that I would see myself driving. So now this 52 that I got, it just kind of put me in a whole different headspace, and I'm finna do to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that has turned into your dream car,
Yeah.
or you still want to do a 55 or 57?
I don't. I don't
Okay.
because now shit they really not hot commodity no
They
more. You know,
really
I like to have cars that just if you notice like my whole kind of fleet is different. You know what I'm saying? Like on my old school side, like that's why I never bought a don't. I want to stay different. You know, my Cadillac is different. You know, like my 52, like I try to be different because you gotta really go. I rather go hard in finding something different and unique than trying to rack my brain and keep trying to do different stuff to it because everybody got the same car. When you got the same car everybody else got, it don't matter what paint scheme you buy, what rims you buy. I don't give a damn what you come up with. You gonna put it on the internet. So as soon as you put it on the internet, guess what? Somebody just mocked you. Somebody just figure, oh, I'm finna do that. They might do it a different color, or they might do it the same exact fucking way. You can't be
right.
different when everybody got the same car. So
So that was my next question. Would you ever build a dump? So that's a no.
now, and I've had like three in my hands, like 73, 72, and then a 72. I had two verts and a hard top. And I like don'ts. Don't get me twisted. You know, I'm definitely not knocking the don't game, none of that. Like, I fuck with it. But it's just me personally, you know, I I really just don't see it's something that I could do, but the amount of money and time I gotta put into it just to be different with that one car ain't worth it to me. It just ain't
Yeah.
worth
Yeah, it does. It does take a lot to try and be original in the
Cause,
dunk game.
cause, cause this ain't just, you got dunks in California, you got dunks in Texas, you got dunks in Miami, you got dunks in New York. Like this shit has migrated to really around the world. So it's just like it's like a Corvette club now. Ain't no point
Right.
in trying to you just join and, and just get in where you fit in. Don't try to outdo. Don't try to be better. Cause when you think you have, you gonna fuck around, stroll on the internet and be like, man, this man spent $600,000 in this fucking dunk. What the fuck? The door opened up when he talked to it. Like, what the fuck? The, the car just went in reverse by itself like a Lexus. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And then you gonna be like, man, I just fucked up 120,000 and thought I was finna break the internet. Yeah, you thought.
So the shop. What made you name it Easy Color Works?
So my cousin that went in to help me start the shop, the Master Tech, he had he was stuck on Colorworks, and he was like, man, he said if we do Colorworks, everything we do will come to what I'm saying, it involved colors. And I was like, damn, you right, because rap, there's colors, upholstery, there's colors, paint, there's colors, even rims, you got brush, chrome, gold, rose gold. So everything boils down to colors, even printing and all that. So then I was like, well, shit, Easy Colorworks. Like, Easy got to be a part of it because Easy is a brand. So, and then just put it together just like that. Nobody had it. It was a free name. I ran with it.
Were you surprised at how quick you outgrew the shop?
Yeah, but no, because I was, I always did good business, no matter what I did. And it was so easy for me to start it because so many people already, like just know me, know me. And it's like, oh yeah, shit, I know if I drop it off to you, like you finna get it right. Like I ain't even gotta worry. And once I realized that everybody understood that about me, it was like, okay, I'm finna take off. Like they know once they drop it, like where I'm gonna go. It's on Front Street. I'm on Google. Where am I go? So it just made a lot of sense. Like I'm a stand up guy, and it's one of them business that's what it takes. You have to be stand up to really push these cars out and do them right because it's so many people just throwing bundo and bullshit on these cars and
Right.
getting them out, and these folks, be happy for a year or two, and then they be mad, you know. So, um, and then I got tired of really chasing people to do my shit. You know,
Right.
I be at folks' shop like, come on, bro, I got 3 cars I'm finna let you paint, bro. Like, come on, like, I know they ain't even trying to spend the money, and it be like they wouldn't want to deal with me. Sometimes they would, and sometimes they wouldn't. And now I understand. My expectations was too high for their craft. So really and truly, you blowing me off because you know I'm finna be nitpicking you. I don't want no swirl marks. I want some glass. You talking about it's gonna be glass? That's what I want. And it's like people can't meet them expectations, and I'm not afraid to do that because I lose on a job before I let it go out bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
What do you think is the biggest mistake that most shop owners make?
not sticking to the business, meaning that's just like no offense. Me and you are very good friends. We cool. But if you come to my shop, it's gonna be business. And a
Business
lot of
ain't that
people,
person.
a lot of people get that twisted. They ready to go hang out. Oh man, let's go to lunch and let's go kick it. And it's like, no. Now we might can do that after 6 when I close, but when I'm here at this facility, it's business. So if you here, it's business. Whether you trying to make business with me or you getting something done, it gotta make sense. Now outside of here, yeah, now at 6:30, should I meet you at Longhorn and we can sit at the bar and have drinks? But at my shop, no sir, it's business.
Right.
And I think people respect that. Like some people, it was probably a little pissed off in the beginning, but when you come to my shop on any day of the week, whatever time you come, there's no leisure hanging out. There's work being done. All of my techs, they working on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's a job being done from every tech, every day, anytime you pull up at my shop. They not sitting out kicking it with a customer, talking shit, and that's what I see at a lot of shops. And you're not getting nothing done like that. And if you do it one time, get ready to do it a lot. Because if you let Bobo come up there and kick it one day, and he playing his music loud, and he done did a couple burnouts, then get what Bobo want to do every time he did it. Whatever he was feeling that day, when every time he feel like that, he coming straight up there. And then he gonna get so comfortable the next time he gonna come in sideways. Skirt, acting up. You're like, bro, what the fuck is going, bro? What is you doing? Oh shit, but I was just up here last weekend, bro. Like, damn, bro, you ain't from the hood or something. Goddamn, shout out, but goddamn, bro. No, I am from the hood. I'm finna get real hood with your ass right now. Cause I'm trying to be professional, and that ain't what you don't want to support that. Like, you can't do that. So I
You trying to
never
bring the
started
old
it.
me out, huh?
Yeah, and it's like I never started it. You know what I'm saying? Like I never started it. So
Right.
they had to respect it because I just don't allow that. I don't.
Outside of making sure you keep the business, what's one piece of advice you would give somebody looking to start a shop?
Make sure you got some rainy day cash, funding. I'm gonna just say funding because nowadays, shit.
Right.
So make sure you got some rainy days funding. Um, and just make sure there's something that you enjoy, because if you don't enjoy it, them hard days that you ain't make payroll this week and you negative 500 on just paying payroll because they ain't finished with the car or whatever, so you got to, just when things get bad, if you don't really enjoy it, you're gonna burn out, shut down, and try to move on to the next thing. And it ain't no guarantee once you do that it's gonna pan out even better. So before starting this one, just make sure you really enjoy it. Because everybody know, like, I do the trucks and everything, but I don't enjoy trucks at all. I don't like talking to the drivers, and like everybody be having attitudes and they frustrated because they on the road, and I don't like it. I love the money, but me having to deal with it on a day-to-day basis, I can't stand it. But a car is second nature to me. I know the year. I know what edition that is. I know, like on a hearse, I know where the J supposed to be at in the VIN number to tell you if it's real. On a just I know so much, like on 442s, like on Chevelles, like I could tell a clone from a real one. Like, it's just so much I know about cars. I enjoy it because it's second nature. Like, to me, a car is like a woman. I know cars just like I know women, I feel like, and it's just second nature. I'm just saying, like, it's for real. I really know cars.
Okay. So what's next for Easy?
Um, I'm finna drop something on here, but I'm going in the air.
Huh?
Yeah, I feel like I'm outgrowing cars, and I'm really just wasting money in cars at this point. So I'm going in the air.
I mean, you about to become a pilot?
By 2025, I will be.
I know that's right.
Yes.
I know that's right.
Yep. At 20, I said this year, and I hate it, but I'm backing up off the internet a little bit, and I really got down into my bag, and I got into my books and got on my business. Investment here, go get certified in this over here, go get this license over here, like, and then 2025, I really just pop back out. But you can't be in all the way right here if you always out, if you always on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's like the internet can only make you so much money. It's like at some point you gotta go back and pipe down to really level everything out to make it happen. Or if you just gonna be spending a whole bunch of money trying to pay X, Y, and Z to help, and then you already know how they go in this world. So you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't pay your way out. Like you gotta do it. Like you gotta read them books. You gotta go get them certifications. Like you gotta do it. And 2024, that's what I'm on. So, you know, I'm inside right now, but I'm getting smarter, I'm getting richer, and I'm getting more hungrier for mature things in life versus just material bullshit. So yeah,
So you're gonna be walking around with little wings on your.
yeah, yeah, all that. I'm not gonna go commercial. I'm gonna stay private. Yeah. So of course I plan to get my own shit, and you know I'm be doing. Um, I don't want to drop too many Jews on here right now,
We on the
but yes,
same page.
yeah,
We on the same page.
you gotta stay ahead of the curve. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like things are gonna only trend and be big for so long, and then it's gonna be something else. So it's like when that something else, I'm trying to see right now it's already going. So ain't no point in trying to catch up and get ahead on what's going on right now. It's multi-billionaires and millionaires already got this figured out, and you finna be playing up under them. But the shit that's finna happen in the next 4, 5 years, you can get ahead and be in the mix. So that's where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said
Um,
I'm maturing to what's really going on in life.
it's funny you said that because I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, what's weird? You touched on it on the internet. The internet can only do so much. Back when I started Rising Vibes in 2019, nobody was really doing a live show and interviewing people and talking. Not in our urban car culture, right? The only person that was really doing it was BG D-Town Show Off, and he didn't really have a show where he like brought a guest on and talked to them and interviewed them. He was just more so bringing on all the racers. But that was 2019. In 2024, Boost Doctor said it best. Everybody's an expert. The internet is the only place everybody's an expert, and nobody has taken training.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's 5,789 live shows, and everybody is an interviewer. So I was like, well, it's time to do something different. But what do I do next? So that's what made me move over to going around the country doing the different jobs with different people. And I think I actually enjoy that. And that's something that like I'm trying to be ahead of the curve on. So speaking of you becoming a pilot, I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, because uniqueness and patent and like those are the type of things that's really finna make like get you a real bag like coming soon. Like it's just like you said, you started in 2019, nobody was doing it, but like it's a million of them now. Now half of them ain't even not even half. 80% of them are not making no bag at all. Period. But
Right.
because they can get at least 10, 15, or 20 people to come on and watch them, that's enough for them.
Right.
So you got all these crabs that's in the way that had, and that's why I say like you just had to go ahead and get ahead to what you got to look into what's finna come and get with that. Cause
Right.
right now dead. Excuse me,
Right.
it's dead. It's dead.
Because I know you're from that era also. You remember Instagram used to pay us well. I remember when I got my first paycheck from Instagram, I was like, oh.
And
Then
now
they cut it off
you
and cut
gotta
it back
do.
on, and we're making pennies on the
I
dollar.
was just about to say, and now you got to do 10 times the work to even try to get that money that you was getting back then because they got to spread it so far now.
Right,
And like, and then what people got to realize too is it's got to be another app coming.
right,
Instagram, I mean, it's gonna have some legs, but it's gotta be it's something coming. So you gotta
right,
look at all this money that look at the people that's bought Instagram accounts. I mean, it's accounts out here going for real money. Like I'm
Right,
talking
right,
about real money, and then some people have taken and made real money with the account. So
right,
it's like then when the new thing comes, everybody that's tied up on Instagram gonna be stuck. So it's gonna start over again. So you might have 20 million followers on here, but now when this ain't no good no more, then what?
right.
You got to start over. So then that's gonna show who really still. You see what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna be able to work no bot and do all that because it's gonna be a whole new program. They're gonna be done figured out all of the kinks, and you ain't gonna be able to do none of that.
Right,
So that's what's gonna show what time it is right there.
right.
It's coming. They finna drop a whole new platform.
So my last question is, when you're no longer racing and painting and doing all the million things that you do, what would you like for your legacy to be?
You know, really and truly with racing, and I hope all racers see this and understand. It ain't never about the racer. I be trying to break a record. If you go back into the Hall of Fame of NHR drag racing and just drag racing, period, nobody's in the Hall of Fame for beating Donkmaster, Two Fly, a Cad, or none of them in their time. They're in the Hall of Fame because of records that they set. So that's what Ezzy Money trying to do. I want to be one of the ones that go so fast on whatever we doing, however we doing it. I want to be one of the ones that go so fucking fast that it's gonna be the next motherfucker gonna be even scared to go that fast. Like, damn, he won a 5-0 on 26-inch hard tires at 166 in the eighth. Fuck, like I don't think I want to feel that because yeah, you'll say you want to go that fast, but when you sitting in the car, you gotta feel the G forces that it take to lead that hard to go that fast in the eighth. It's night and day. Like
So you're
it's
trying
night and day.
to be in the record book.
Yeah, I want to be in the record book because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna be remembered, not who you raced. You know what I'm saying? What you did, because beating somebody that ain't. If that was something, then we all to be able to get on here and talk about what we've been doing for the last 5, 6 years. But you got to think nobody can really just get on the internet and do nothing right now as far as talking unless they did it last week or last month or something like that. Other than that, you ain't did nothing because we at this point we all done beat each other.
Right.
So who gonna put that record up there though? Like who finna go this top number that everybody else gotta go try to beat? And that's what's gonna change the game.
Well, they say you're only as good as your last race, but record books stand the test of time, though. It's like
Yeah,
being in
that's
the Guinness Book of World Records or something.
exactly because they don't do stats for racing. This ain't basketball or football. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't stats. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go off a record. Like or it might go off of, if you got just some type of stats of you don't went 3 years straight and like couldn't nobody beat you, then yeah, you'll be known for some shit like that. But I ain't gonna say that's impossible, but that's gonna be kind of hard because a lot of times we lose when something happened to the car. We don't lose off of just the other car out driving us. We lose off of spinning or something broke or some shit like this. So that's why I said it's gonna have to go to a record thing.
So where's the next place the fans can catch you?
I'm gonna be at last show.
Okay, okay. You got anything locked in?
Uh, Not yet. They said Bruce calling me out, but
Hmm.
I don't want to do that yet until we go test the car and all that. Like, it probably ain't gonna be painted, but it'll be wrapped. I'm gonna try to wrap it before that at least. So, yeah, we working on it. We working. We working. I just want to go test it, and that ain't gonna lie. That's the only thing with it right now. Like, I don't even want to test it. I told my tune, I'm like, shit. Well, that motherfucker hit the wall. Hey, fuck that hell. Hey, look, you go down the first couple times and then I get back in it. 'Cause
They say Bruce said you got the bad tire.
I know, hey, man, Damn. Well, he gonna sponsor my bill. That's all I can say.
What would you like for your
But
fans, followers, supporters?
but you know, I'm gonna tell you something though. Let me tell you how that's a scary situation because it, it all depends on the track. See now, if I gotta get up there and the track won't take what I'm trying to put down, and I gotta go to A to B, and then how his setup is, where he ramping his power in, he might be able to. It's a possibility that could work, but I would never let that happen. But in another race, it's a possible with two other guys. It's a possibility something like that could happen because this guy could turn it down enough to where, because you see, they two different cars. Bruce got nitrous, I got turbo. So that nitrous, you got a couple more options to kind of catch up in the race. But long as the tune right over here on this turbo, he don't even stand a chance. But you see how that can be scary. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, he gets
So what would you
paid.
like for your fans, followers, supporters? I mean, heck, I guess even your haters to know about Ezzy.
Um, ain't nothing stopping. Shit, don't kill her. We'll be right back. 747 is man. You know, we only reason that car ain't been out yet is because when Big Joy came out, he made me change my plans, and I got to keep it a buck. And then now Boost Doctor with this fucking sling blade, so it's just like, man, they keep making me go back to the lab before I can even drop the motherfucker. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't finna come out and everybody been waiting, and then I really can't be at least top three, top, like, I feel like at the type of money I'm having and experience and um resources that I have, I gotta be in top three with both my cars.
Right,
And how I was finna come, that was gonna be hard. Like
right,
these folks done got really light, and they still making a lot of power with it being light. So it ain't just power no more. Now you got to have the power, and you got to be light as fuck.
right.
So fiberglass and
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know any better way to end it, Easy. I appreciate you taking the time, rushing home from the office to come sit down and talk to us.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, yes, we'll see you at Larry's show.
Oh yeah. I'm there. The easy way. Whole crew. We
You want to say
outside.
it before you want to say it? You want to end it?
You know
You
I
want to
got
end it?
to. Man, hey, everybody on here, man, make sure y'all at Larry's show. Everybody gonna be there. We having a good time. And I'm gonna take that back tie from the boot from Bruce. And y'all make sure y'all go to KP YouTube, like and subscribe, follow her, sponsor her, fuck with her, all of that. Easy motherfucking money. Gang.
Thank you. All right, so guys, that was Easy Money. If you miss any of tonight's episode of Rides and Vibes and you need to check out the full episode, go to my YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking the link in my bio and subscribing, like, comment, share. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Rides and Vibes. I will see you guys next Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Rides and Vibes.